All right, Nikki, tell me, am I live? Pretty sure I am. I'm not sure how that M button keeps getting pushed, but that's what happened to me over this weekend at the virtual. So anyways, let me share again with you really quick. I apologize for the audio technicality. This is the card that Nikki made for me as an early birthday. She presented me actually with a cake at our in-person event last weekend since I'm leaving Thursday for vacation. This is my version of it. And actually, guys, it looks like it's really hard to make, but it's very simple, very simple. So we're going to recreate this tonight. We're going to make this tonight. We're going to also make this tonight. And obviously I have a lot of this stuff pre-cut and ready to assemble. And we're going to make this tonight, all with the Charming Day stamp set. It comes with these beautiful sentiments. Thanks for being you. Can't wait to see you again soon. Hey, you made my day. Happy birthday. But look at these beautiful dies. So you actually can cut and you don't even need to stamp. That's how detailed these dies are. And then it has obviously the cling stamp set, which is pretty much a guaranteed good impression. So this is the bundle that we're going to be using. This class is yours free with the $50 net purchase through, I think it's through Sunday. You'll see more details posted on the group. If you've not joined my Craft with Ro group, please do so. Let me share with you this beautiful paper. Now, obviously, I've already ripped into it big time. So I love that it's got the subtle color on the one side, beautiful pattern on the other side. Look how, love this. It's got that oriental look to it. And then the nice, trying to think, kind of looks like a little weathered type of paper look. Right? How pretty is that? And then it's got the purple, nice florals in the background. Again, more floral in the background, softer pattern. It's gorgeous. And then this, I haven't used this yet, but actually this is my favorite out of this whole collection. Are you like me? I hate to cut something up that I really like, but I mean, what's the purpose of it, right? And then it has the nice Timid Tiger floral background in the background. So this is the paper collection we're going to be using. And let's get started. So our very, very, very first card we're going to make is what I'm calling the more complicated, but it is very easy, guys. We're going to put these off to the side. And we're going to do some scoring. I'm going to give you the measurements, and then I will try to type up that assembly guide for you guys. So this is a good reason to join my group at Craft with Ro, because then you'll get the PDF on file there. So here's all my pieces that are pre-cut, but before we actually can even apply them, we have to do some scoring and cutting on this cardstock right here. So I always debate on which trimmer and scorer I should use, but I am going to use this one here. And this cardstock is, our base is 11 by 7.5 is what we're going to be starting off with. We're going to be scoring on the long side, and we're going to be cutting and doing some other very, very simple steps. So here we're going to score on the long side right here, and we're going to score at 1 3/4 and 3.5. So we're going to score at 1 3/4. I hope I'm doing this right. This is why I get confused on this one. 1 3/4 on the long side. And then we're going to score at 3.5. Then we're going to rotate this at 180. All right, so, and we're going to score at 1 3/4 and 3.5 again. So let's do the 3.5. And then 1 3/4. Okay, so this is the way this card is looking at this moment. And then we're going to be doing some cutting as well. If I'm doing this right. Nikki, you got to tell me if I'm doing this right. Oh. So now we're going to cut on the short side. From the short side, we're going to be cutting 2 of 1 inch strips in length size. So again, we're going to cut 1, and we're going to cut 2. So now, technically, this brings our card base to 5.5 by 11. Perfect. Okay. So now we are going to burnish all 4 sides, all folds. Now, obviously, I don't burnish technically with a score tool like I should. But I have a tendency to just use my nails. Okay, I'm just reading my cheat sheets here. And here, this is not looking right. Let me just double check. All right, so we have our score here, our score here. I am not reading this right. It looks like I have not scored on the other side. So we're going to score 3.5 and this is still not looking right to me, but we're going to that's why I wanted to do this card first, because I was bound to mess it up. And I don't, it seems like it's shorter on the one side, and I don't know why. I think I just figured out why. 1 3/4. So hopefully we will be able to cover that little blooper up. There we go. There we go. I got it. And that will be covered up. Perfect. So now we're going to have to cut these down, and what's going to happen is this and this is going to go here, here, all right, so that's going to go like this to like this. So I didn't score the right side on here. I believe I am supposed to be scoring at this mark here as well. And I'm going to cheat, guys. I am cheating because I don't see the directions to score it on my sheet. And the person I'm following, just so you know, is she's Australian based, and her markings I have to convert over. All right, and we're going to do the same here. I'm going to cheat. And this is going to go this way, and we're going to go here, here, here. But I promise you the assembly guide that I am going to be giving you online will be 100% accurate. So if you guys can see, this is going to go over to here. And this is going to go like here. And the same on this piece. These are going to be extra pieces. So I want a really strong hold here. So I'm going to put two-sided tape. That's going to go right up along the bottom there. And this is going to go right here. So I'm just going to put some adhesive right here. Oh, I'll use my two-sided tape as well. Because if I messed up, why should we even try to get it to come off, right? This is a little too long. And then we're going to do the same, but the opposite way here. So I'm going to put some two-sided tape on this end here. So one of these is supposed to be just a little bit longer, but I truly believe this is going to work. right? So I got, this is going to go like this, and this maybe not going to work this way. Oh, I think it's going to go, yep, it will work. Just had it folded wrong. All right, so that is our core base, and I promise, now we get to decorate it, and I promise none of these lines are going to show. Everything's going to be covered. So we have some of the pretty DSP that I'm picking out here from Charming Day, and this is going to go here, and this is going to go there, and this is going to go here. So because I kind of minced it up, I think my inner strips here are going to be a different size. So we'll just cut those to make that work. Quite honestly, this is a different one that I saw, and they called it the simpler way to create this card. But I don't know. I think Laura actually was pretty simple. Just, you got to remember who you're dealing with here. So we have that there. And now we have this strip here. And I believe this strip here. These seem to be fitting for the most part. And we have, and all these pieces, all these cuts, I'm going to give you the measurements for. Not a problem at all. Now this guy does not want to cooperate, this guy right here. So I believe I'm going to have to trim one of these down. And like I said, this is not going to be completely decorated perfectly, but you will get the gist of it. So this is the one that I need to cut down. I'm going to wing it. There we go. We still have a piece here. And I do not have a piece cut for that. But I am going to leave these blank, but as you can see, I'm supposed to have strips there. This strip here is not scored, but it is working exactly the way we need it to work. Then here, we are going to add our little card base right here. we go. So I've definitely messed this up, but it's going to work not exactly the way it's supposed to. I would be normally putting a sentiment right on the inside here, and I was planning on putting happy birthday. And then what's nice about it is we can add a card right on the back to add your sentiment and greetings. And then look at how pretty these die cuts are. So what I did was I took the large die cut and I just took a blending brush. So these die cuts are going to come in your kit as well. And I'm just going to make sure I put the adhesive on this corner here. We're going to line that up. We don't want adhesive on this side. And we're going to put the other piece of adhesive right here. So if I made this 100% correctly, it would have been really pretty. And I believe it is still pretty in its uniform shape. So there you go, guys. That is our fun fold card. This is what yours is really going to look like. And you'll have everything that you need, the assortment of your paper, all cut, all your die cuts cut. And the only thing I won't be able to do is any of the stamping. And please feel free to use your own stash. Or with a $50 order, you can purchase your Charming Day. It's really up to you. All right, so we're going to put those aside. And I promise you the other ones are so much easier to put together. But here again, that beautiful Charming Day stamp set. I have mostly everything pre-cut on these ones because I didn't want to keep you here all night. And this is for this card. So what I did was I took this beautiful stamp right here, random stamped it, but I really liked the way the white with the black accent came out. And I just, with blending markers, colored in the leaves with Mossy Meadow. Actually, it might be this Old Olive. And then I took the Petal Pink and colored the inside of the flowers right there. So very fun, simple card to create. We're going to add this as the background. Hate to even cover that piece up. All right. Do your random stamping. We're going to add that right here. All the measurements, but everything's going to be pre-cut for you. But all the measurements will be there in case you want to create this with a different card or different paper. This cute little sentiment says, hey. Just going to add that. And I'm going to slide it right underneath. And we're going to add our little flower. And here I colored that in with the blends with the lighter petal pink and then the darker inside. And we can add some dimensionals to that. And we have the little sprigs right here. Just going to tuck that right underneath. And then here is the low profile peach and gold. Actually, these might be on Last Chance. I'm not positive on that, but I love these colors. So I'm just going to take a few of these little embellishments. And based on the size of your order, if it is much more than $50, say $75 and more, you're going to get a package of embellishments. One that I'm using that's coordinating with these cards, but I have different ones going. So it'll be a surprise at which one you get. So there you go. Blank on the inside, but you can put happy birthday. You can put anything on the inside there. All right, that is card number 2. Number 3 is this card. We'll create this one now. Again, fun, simple card. Literally taking a piece of cardstock as a mat with this beautiful paper here. I actually could have used just the opposite side of that, but I used the base. And then from our stylish dies, as you can see, I made a boo-boo there, so I'm just covering it up. We're going to put it right here. And we're going to stamp on here, "Thanks for being you." And I want to show you my black re-inker pad. So most of us are stamping with this smaller container, Tuxedo Black, the Memento, right? One of my favorites. But what I ended up doing was I took our, what they call the white pigment ink. It comes with pigment ink, but the pad is actually blank. And I took my Memento re-inker and I re-inked this pad. Because on certain dies, you want to have a larger stamping space. So that's what I did. And it works great. And I'm just going to stamp this right up here in the corner. And I guess I can actually mount this right here in the lower corner. Let's not have an ink accident, so I'm going to put that away. And then I am going to, actually, I probably should bump this up with some dimensionals because we're going to do some tucking underneath. I'm using my mini dimensionals. But look at the die cut and the detail that provides, these dies. I love it. So if you're not somebody that likes to stamp, this is the perfect die set for you. We're going to put this like right there. I'm going to get my liquid glue. And I cut out that beautiful die with all that detail on the back of our pattern paper. And I'm just going to slide that right underneath. And I believe I have a little green sprout somewhere. Well, it was just here. Don't you guys love me? I'm such a disaster. Anyway, I'm not sure where my green piece is, but if it shows up, it's like this, and it's going to go right in here. So it might be actually in with my other card kits. But I want to get rid of this other junk here that I'm not using. And then we have our last card. Again, using those detailed dies that we have right here in the set, right? That's this die right here, right? Look how pretty that comes out. So what I did was I took our Bubble Bath and our Forever Plaid embossing folder, and we're going to line that up right on top. Let's see if I can zoom in. Oh, see, look at that. It was in the wrong kit. I knew it. Let's just go back and finish that card up really quick. We're going to tuck that right underneath there. Oops. And it doesn't want to stay down. All right. I think I got enough glue on there now. Perfect. See? There we go. All right, back to this one. So we're going to put our Bubble Bath right on top with our Forever Plaid embossed folder. And then I have this beautiful, which is the reverse side of that other paper we were just using for the sprigs. Isn't this pretty paper? I just love it. Well, I have to admit, if you want to be with somebody that keeps it real, please follow me. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel and follow me. I'll keep it real for you. There we go. And then here, we're going to adhere that. Look how beautiful that is. Again, look at the detail that's in that cut die. And I could pop this up with dimensionals, but I'm going to just glue it down. You'd have to use some mini dimensionals on here, which is okay. And then we'll put some dimensionals on here. Can't wait to see you soon again. I don't know why I just don't use my tweezers all the time. All right, so again, this is your free class with purchase, creating that double Z fold, double gated card. Create one of these cards, everything die cut. You're going to create one of these cards. You're going to create one of these cards. And you're going to create one of these cards that open just like this. And I promise you will have all the correct dimensions, everything you need to create this card. And there we have it. Oh, you know what? I think I wanted to just add some dimensionals. I have some more to share with you. So I will go ahead and share that now while I'm adding my beautiful embellishments. So I do want to let you know that I am on vacation as of Thursday. I promise that I will be in touch online, but just not as often as maybe you guys are used to. I do have some really fun surprise specials coming up as well. So please keep an eye out for that and be patient. I will get back to you if you guys email me or message me. It just will be within my traveling. I am going to be gone for 2 weeks. So the surprise, guys, hooray, is that you have 2 show and shares that I have pre-recorded for you. Those show and shares are going to include challenges. So if you make the card, and both show and shares are highlighting a technique, and if you add it to our monthly challenge, another reason why to join the Craft with Ro VIP group, you can add that card to the monthly challenge, and you'll get an extra entry in the month-end drawing. So be prepared. They will be coming out at the same time, 7 o'clock on Tuesday nights. I didn't want to disappoint you. And so this week I've been pretty busy recording. And yes, I do have audio on them. If anybody was wondering, I did double check to make sure there is sound on them. And I really don't know how my sound is turning off on me automatically. I'm wondering if it got set up as like a pre-setup. Oh, that is missing the adhesive. So we have 1, we have 2, we have 3, and we have 4. So thank you guys so much. I will miss you, I promise that, but I am also looking to get some R&R and just wind down a little bit. And again, we'll be in touch. If you've got questions or comments that are on here, I will be going offline soon, and I will answer all your questions. And tomorrow morning, most likely, I will have your PDF with the instructions for this beautiful card. But it'll just be the measurements, and then we can attach the video recording to it. But keep in mind, you'll also get the PDF tutorial with it with your purchase of $50 or more. So again, thank you guys so much for being patient with me. I love you. I'm going to miss you guys. Have a great 2 weeks, and we'll see you soon. Bye.